Alright, so let's try to understand transfer postings. What do we mean by transfer posting? What types of transfer postings are possible? We will discuss about those things today. The movement, okay, transfer posting, as the name indicates, it means you are moving the material from one place to another place, or from one status to another status. You are simply transferring the stock of material, either physically or logically, is called transfer posting. So based on what you actually perform, whether you are moving, whether your movement of the material, whether the transfer is involving physical movement of the material, or if it involves only logical movement, based on that you can call transfer posting as physical transfer posting or logical transfer posting. If there is any physical movement between the material, between the locations, or between the plants, or between the company codes, then you call that as stock transfer. The physical transfer posting is called stock transfer, where the movement of material is physical. So what is the movement of material? The material can be moved between one storage location to another storage location, or it can be from one plant to another plant, or it could be from one company code to another company code. Okay, so now let me just add a few more lines over here. Okay, so here we were talking about transfer postings, as I have specified here: physical transfer posting and logical transfer posting. In case of physical transfer posting, you can move the material between one storage location to another storage location, or from one plant to another plant, or from one company code to another company. In either of these three areas, you have something called one-step and two-step procedure between the plant to plant, or between storage location to storage location. In case of company code, we use stock transport order concept. Okay, so now, if you go with it, physical transfer posting, so these are the three things that we deal with. Let's go with each of the movement. For example, let me explain you what do we mean by single step stock transfer between storage location to storage location. Let's say you have if two of the storage locations, if they are located close to each other, it's like if I have to say, you have got in a building, you have got each room within the building is maintained as a storage location, or each floor of the building is maintained as a storage location. Then you bring some material from floor 1 to floor 2. So what? Withdrawal of stock from floor 1 and keeping it into floor 2. Both withdrawal and then keeping put in, both steps are executed in a single transaction. If that is the case, that is what we call it as one-step transfer posting. Assume there are two buildings, each building is considered as storage location, and these two buildings are located, say for example, 1-2 kilometers distance apart. And then in such case, let's say you remove the material from issuing storage location, that is called issue from the issuing location. With that, the activity from the issuing location is completed, but the material will take some time to move from plant 1 or storage location 1 to storage location 2 because of the distance between these two plants. If somebody wanted to see where is the material that is issued from the issuing location or plant, that material will be available under stock in transfer state, depending upon at which places this movement is happening. If it is happening at storage location level, you would see the stock in transfer state storage location level. If the movement is happening between plant to plant, once the issuing plant is completed its step, you would see the stock in transfer state at plant level. Okay, so that is called, once the material is reached at the target place, be it storage location or plant, you have to do goods receipt step in the receiving location, whether it is storage location or a plant. Again, using same transaction, this is what we call as transfer posting. So therefore, here two activities are involved, two steps are involved. One is withdrawal of the stock from the issuing location. The other one is putting in to the receiving end. So therefore, in such cases, what you do is you go with a different movement type. As we discussed, each movement of the material in the inventory management is identified by a separate movement type. Okay, the transaction code that we use for goods movement, in this case transfer posting, is MB1B. When you go into inventory management, goods movement, you see there is something called MB1B. So far we have discussed MB01, MB02, MB03, MIGO, MB1A goods issue, okay, MB1C other goods receipt, MB21, MB25, MB26 related to reservations, and now we are working with transfer postings. Okay, before that, yes sir,
we can still use MIGO, isn't it?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
I'll just show you MIGO. Look at this. You can use MIGO or you can use MB1C, the specified individual transaction code. I go with the MB1B because I can show you more details using my MB1B rather than MIGO. Okay, so let it get open. It will take some time. So I use the same material which we have used yesterday. You see here, do we have transfer posting here? It's not there. I guess I have unchecked it, so that's the reason you don't see it, but otherwise this is possible. If you want to do goods receipt from the MIGO transaction, you see right now goods receipt, return delivery, cancellation display, release, GR, box stock, subsequent delivery, so on and so forth are there. There's no transfer posting. If you want it, you have to go with SPRO, SAP reference IMG, material management. You go with goods receipt. Under inventory management, you have something called goods receipt reference document types.
Venkat, this stock transfer, stock transfer can be one plant to another plant also, isn't it? Not only within
yes,
storage location.
Yes, sir, that's right. And I'm going to show you both.
Okay, just yes.
Correct. Okay, so now Sudhakar, here is the place. Settings for transactions and reference documents. You choose MIGO. Go with transaction events. So you see here I have transfer posting is not active here. Okay, I have unchecked it, so therefore it's not appearing here. And also, if you check these two, then therefore these three will be available for you in the MIGO transaction. Okay, so now you go with your MIGO, you refresh MIGO, you would have all those three. See here, transfer posting, removal from storage, place it in storage. I'll show you both. Now, you see this is my MB1B transaction. This is the standard transaction for transfer posting. Let's say I wanted to go with one-step stock transfer between storage location to storage location. I know the movement type, I can simply put in like this. If you know the movement type, no need to worry. Keep your cursor over here, go to menu, transfer posting. What is that you wanted to do? Moving material between storage location to storage location, right? So therefore, here you see unrestricted to unrestricted. Movement type 311. From which plant would you like to issue? What's our plant? 77C. What's your storage location? 0001. Okay, hit enter. What is the receiving storage? You see the one that is available in the item details is issuing storage location. The one that you see here is receiving storage location. For example, receiving storage location is 0002. Which material would you like to move? Let's say rear wheel tire. Let me check what is the stock availability of the rear wheel tire. So here the details are 77C. I've given plant material. I'll go with stock overview. I could see what is the stock available at each of my storage locations. Alright, you can see here the stock available at unrestricted, at storage location 1 is 94. It's available at 2 is 24. Out of 94, I wanted to issue 14 from storage location 1, and it should be available immediately as soon as I complete the transaction at storage location 2. So I wanted to transfer 14, quantity 14. You see here, I've given both locations. I wanted the stock to be issued from this storage location, and once I complete this activity, it should be available here under storage location 0002. Okay, so I'll just go and save it. Now let me come back to my Excel sheet. I can update it over here. 311 is transfer posting one step. Okay, you can say between storage location to another storage location. Okay, now you see the material document is generated. You can go to your stock overview. Now if I go and refresh it, I expect the storage location 1 stock to be reduced by 14 and the same quantity will be added at 0002 storage location. Just go and refresh it. Okay, now you could see here 94 minus 14 is 80, that 24 plus 14 is 38. So this is how it gets updated. So this is one step activity where the issuing from the issuing location or withdrawal from the issuing location and placing it into the receiving location will be carried out in a single step. Such movements are called one-step stock transfer. Now let me show you a two-step procedure. Same way you can use the same MB1B transaction, but here for withdrawal of the stock from the issuing location, you use one movement type and you carry out MB1B transfer posting. With that, issuing activity will be completed. Because the other storage location is at certain distance apart, therefore it will take some time to transfer to the other storage location. If somebody wanted to see in between time, the stock would be available under stock in transfer at storage location level at the receiving end. Why at the receiving end? Because the issuing is completed from the issuing end, so nobody bothers about issuing end. Who looks eagerly for the material? The issuing place person. So therefore, if somebody looks for the material at the receiving end, that material will be shown under stock in transfer at storage location level. So now let me do this activity.
Sorry, Venkat, can we say this stock in transit?
No. stock in transit, saying stock in transit is wrong. We will discuss stock in transit in the next maybe couple of hours time. If not today, then probably tomorrow when we work with stock transfer order.
Okay.
There is difference between stock in transit and stock in transfer. So right now with transfer postings, you should only say stock in transfer, and you should not say, underline the word not, you should not say stock in transit. Stock in transit will be associated with stock transport order. Okay, so now I'll go with movement type, transfer posting. Once again, storage location to storage location. What is the first step? Withdrawal of the stock from the issuing location. So look for that. Removal from storage location. You see here, removal from storage location, movement type 313. From which storage location are you removing? I would remove it from 0001. Hit enter. What is the receiving location? 00002. What is the material? Rare wheel tire. How much quantity? Say for example 10. Hit enter. Okay. Now I go and save this. Okay, so the document got posted. Now if I go and have a look at it, display, you could see here there will be a material document created with 313 movement as a negative indication at the issuing end, and also 313 plus at the receiving end. And if you look into the accounting document, you would see an accounting document as well. Okay, does not include here. Okay, because it is between the storage location to storage location, so therefore makes sense not to have an accounting document. Why? All your valuation is at plant level, so therefore there is no change at the plant level, and hence no accounting document. Okay, now look at your stock overview. What have I done? I have removed quantity 10 from 0001 location and I've just removed it. So therefore 80 will be reduced by 10 so that it appears as 70. Okay, now you see here there will be something called transfer. This is called stock in transfer. In brackets SLOC means storage location. So there is no stock in transfer at the storage location level right now. But if I go and execute or refresh, you would see the update. Okay, so now look at this. Look at this. Now the unrestricted stock at 0001 storage location is 70. That means it is reduced by quantity 10. Okay, and if you look at it, just go there. Stock in transfer storage location, there is nothing. Why? Like I said, the issuing step is completed. He is least bothered whether the material is reached the receiving end or not. So who should take care of it? The receiving end people. Therefore, you see that stock of 10 is available under stock in transfer at receiving end. This will remain be there until I receive the stock in the receiving end. So what should I do for that? This is called two-step. In one step I have issued. In the other step, you see I am receiving it now. How do I? Same MD1 bit transaction, movement type, transfer posting, storage location to storage location. Now it is placed into the storage location. At which place? At the receiving end. So therefore you have to change this to 0002. Hit enter. Material, quantity. What happens? Maybe you can question me. What happens if I enter more quantity than what has been withdrawn? This issued. You see here, stock in transfer exceeded by quantity 1. So therefore, even if you try to give more, it will not accept. But if you give less, it accepts. Okay. So now you go and save it. That means what? You have received the stock of 10 pieces, therefore now you are accepting the receipt of the stock into the other storage location. Now if I go and refresh it, this 10 which is till now is in transfer state has been received, so therefore you don't see that. With that, the receiving end quantity increases. Okay, so this is called two-step stock transfer. So 313, 315. You can say transfer posting two-step. Okay, removal from issue location. Alright, transfer posting second step. Transfer posting in two-step. Place it into receiving location, isn't it? So this is how you should perform it. Accordingly, you have got something called 301 movement type for one-step procedure between plant to plant. Okay, one step between plant to plant.
So what kind of a scenario they use this two-step process?
Like I said, if the two storage locations or the plants, if they are at two different places, let's say one plant is in Anantapur, other plant is in Hyderabad, it will take some time. Okay, so maybe 4 hours or 5 hours, whatever time it requires. To move the material from Hyderabad to Anantapur, it requires some 4 hours time. If somebody wanted to see what happened to my material which has been issued from the issuing end, that's where you require two-step procedure. If the two locations are close to each other, say in a matter of few minutes time you can move the material from one place to another place, then you don't require two-step procedure. This is required only when two plants or two storage locations are at distance, at considerable distance away, and you wanted to move the material without purchase order, only then you require this one. Otherwise you don't require it.
So basically it is based on the goods in transit time. It's going to take more time, obviously it is going to have two-step, and immediate it's going to have a one-step. Okay.
Right, yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Alright, so you have got two more movement types like 305 and 303. So 303 is something like this: issue, transfer posting, removal from issuing plant. Instead of location, you should say this is plant. The second one is this way. I'm sorry, not this one. Give me a moment. Receiving into receiving plant. Okay, so now let me show you at plant level. Therefore, you will understand it quickly. So same MB1B transaction. Like I said, if you know the movement type, good enough. If you do not know the movement type, no problem. Transfer posting, you see here, plant to plant. You see here the first one, removal from and place it into storage location. So this is called 301 one-step procedure. Which plant? 77C. Which storage location? 0001. So 77C, Chennai plant of storage location 0001, from which I am issuing. What is the receiving plant? 77 Pune, I think. The second one, right? And then let's say I wanted to go with this one. First of all, I have to ensure that the material is available in the Pune plant as well. Okay, which I do not know at this moment. So let me go and check it. You see here, it says it's not being maintained. How about front wheel? Even that is not there. So therefore, let me go and maintain it first. Rear wheel tire, this is my material. So I wanted to maintain it here in the other plant, MM01. say material. Okay. Basic data 1 to purchasing. Okay. General plan data 1, accounting 1. Okay. So from here, if I go with org, copy from 77C, 0001 plant, sorry, storage location, and then the other plant would be, I think it is 777P. Now let me check it. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, default values, and then go with it. Okay, now you see here I have actually maintained the material in the 777P, that is Pune plant of 0001 storage location. So now I can now go and execute my transaction. Okay, here if I
one second, in this screen you can see something called new item. Rather than maintaining that item, what is that new item does?
New item means this is for the what you call a second item. Let me just come out of it because the screen is not getting refreshed. Let me just come out of it, and then we will work with new item also. Accordingly, because you have asked me that one also, let me show you the front wheel. Well, where is the front wheel? This one. I will maintain even this one also, so that we can work with both items. Two is not required, so take this out. Okay, so now slash and MB1B, that is transfer posting. Now you see here it's one step. Receiving plant, I use it 77P. Receiving storage location, I can give even 0002 also. Will the system accept it? Can somebody tell me?
The storage location 2 is not there under plant P, then it's not.
No. Plant is okay, but storage location 0002 I have given. In the receipt,
storage location is not there.
It's not there because while I have maintained the material, I have created it under 777P 0001 location, but I wanted to receive the material into 0002 storage location. Is this possible?
I think the storage location is not maintained.
What are you saying?
Venkat, if it is there, already storage location 002. If you enable the moment type to automatically use the 002, it is possible. If there is no storage location itself in Pune plant, it will fail.
It is possible. The reason is in the configurations I have already told you. Let me just go back to it once again. Did I come out of storage location? Yesterday I was explaining to you there is something called create storage location automatically. Did you remember that checkbox? Under goods receipts, goods issues, even under the inventory management carry out plant parameters. Did you remember this one? Carry out plant parameters here under goods movement section. There is something called create storage location automatically. 77P, let's say here. You see here, create storage location automatically. What does it mean? This means if you are carrying out any inventory management activities, be goods receipt, goods issue, transfer posting in physical inventory, whatever it is. If you are carrying out any physical inventory activity, though the storage location is not maintained at the time of material master creation, the storage location data will be automatically maintained as a result of goods movement. That's the meaning. Because this check is there, therefore it allows you to do so. Okay. Now, next question. Sudhakar has asked me, what is this new item? Look at this. This is as good as working with the second one. For example, if you want front wheel tire, you give it here, no problem. Okay, so like this. If you want to go with you see here, default values. In case if you want to change, you can change even this one too. Okay, you see here 303 is also available. Remove from and place it into. I mean to say, you can actually maintain collective entry also. One is okay. So let me do this one. Cancel. Okay. Let me use again a rear wheel tire. You see here, edit default values. Here I would go with 303. Transfer posting plant to plant removal from storage location. What is that I am doing? Which is my location? You see here, this is the one. For example, I can change this to 77P. Issuing location is, let's say, this one. Okay. I should have, give me a moment. I did not went with enter values. So create this one. 303 0002. You see here, I have to go with create here. Now you see, this is for the other material. Receiving plant. What is receiving plant? 777. C is my receiving plant, for example. Okay. And what is the receiving storage location? I would go with, say, 0001. Your material, rear wheel tire, quantity of 7. Okay. Number range requirement different. Okay, because it's doing a different activity, so the number range is different, so therefore it's not allowing you to do the collective entry. But if the number range is same, then obviously it will allow you to do it. Okay. So because it's not allowing me, the reason is movement type. Sorry, the number range for the document type. Okay, so let me work with the single movement first. 777C Chennai plant 0001 storage location. Oops. I think I'm giving the same plant and storage location, which is not correct. 301 is the movement type for issuing and receiving material in a single step between two plants. Okay. So now plant is Chennai plant is the one which is issuing from this storage location. Pune plant is receiving into 0002 storage location, and this is the material and this is the quantity. You go and save it. Okay. Now there are two plants involved. Chennai plant is issuing, right? Whereas the Pune plant is receiving. Let's see. Okay. So now there are two plants involved. Therefore, there is change in the financial impact at plant level. Plant level is your valuation area. Therefore, there is bound to be an accounting document for this. See here, there will be couple of accounts which will get updated. You see here, one plant it will be reduced, at the other plant it will be increased, because here it's the same account which is getting updated. The reason is for both valuation areas same account has been used, so therefore it is the same account. Otherwise, if you want, you can give two different accounts so that you can see the difference. Now look at my look at my what you call the stock overview. So here I don't give any plants storage locations. I'll simply execute it so that you can see the stock valuation or overview at both of the plants. Now you see which plant has issued 77C. Initially it used to be 70 because it is issued quantity 10. So now the quantity reduced by 10, so it is 60. Now receiving plant 77P. If you look at it, I have taken the stock into 0001 storage location. Sorry, 0002 storage location. So therefore, you have got a stock of 10 in the unrestricted quantity. Now, let me go with the two-step procedure. It's the same thing. Instead of one moment, you have to work with two moments. Same MB1B transaction. You have to use 303 moment, or look at here, you can go like this: transfer posting plant to plant, removal from, okay, removal from storage location to the plant, moment type 303. What is the plant which is issuing 777C? From which storage location? For example, 0001. Hit enter. What is the receiving plant? 777P. Receiving storage location, put it as 0001. Material, this one. Issuing quantity of 7. Okay. Now remember here, receiving plant is 77P and receiving location is 0001. Right now, in 77P there is no 0001 storage location because there is no stock. But if I go, okay, if I go and save this, the 777C stock will be reduced by quantity 7, right? Currently it is 60, therefore if I go exit refresh, it would be 53 because 7 will be reduced, right? Now you see here, okay, now you see here there is no
7 numbers.
7, there is no quantity maintained in the, the quantity is not getting updated at the plant level. This is the plant level, right? So there is no quantity updated. But if you look at stock in transfer at plant level, you see here there is a quantity 7, right? So once the material is arrived at your receiving plant, you will be doing goods receipt step, which is nothing but transfer posting plant to plant, place it into the storage location of the receiving plant, which is 305. Okay, which plant? This one. Which storage location? 0001. Which material? This one. What is the quantity? 7. Right? You go and save it. So now, if you go and refresh it, 7 will be removed from this place, from the stock and transfer at plant level. You will have a new line added under 77P with the 0001 storage location, where unrestricted stock, okay, unrestricted stock will be added over here. You see here 0001 unrestricted stock of 777. Okay, so this is what we call it as one-step and two-step procedures between storage location to storage location, plant to plant. Okay, now this is what we call it as stock transfers, that is physical movement of material between two plants or between two storage locations. The third one, company code to company code, I will take it separately as part of special procurement, right? Now let's work with the logical transfer postings. Okay, so this is physical, we have seen it. Now material to material, I'll come back to this. There is one more thing to be available. Is it not there? Come on, what a stage thing. Did I miss some slide here? Okay, it's not there. Okay, so it's there here. Logical moment, quality to unrestricted. I will just add one more thing here. Okay, look at here. Just give me a moment, please.
Venkat, this partial receiving of the doing the stock transfer can be accepted now.
It is accepted. So here I would just say 3 things here. You will have one more box here. I would just go with unrestricted use stock, quality inspection stock. Okay, this is blocked stock. Okay, so these are your 3 standard stock types. Now, if I have to move quality inspection stock to unrestricted, what is the movement type? If I have to move unrestricted stock to quality inspection, what is the movement type? You getting my point? If I have to move quality inspection stock to blocked stock, assuming the stock when it is inspected, it's been found like the quality of the stock is not up to the standard, so therefore you need to scrap it, so you keep it in the blocked stock. Okay, once the stock is kept in the blocked stock, okay, some rework has been done and now it is up to the quality standards, so therefore you move it into the quality inspection. For that, what is the movement type, right? Similarly, for example, unrestricted stock to blocked stock, in the sense in your godown, let's say for example you have a cement godown, because of heavy rains or flooding of water, 10 bags of cement has been drowned in the water, so therefore you cannot use the 10 bags of cement. So by looking the bag itself, you can say this cannot be used. So therefore you have to keep the stock. You have to move the stock from your unrestricted stock to blocked stock. Similarly, you can directly post some stock, provided if it is there in your business scenario, blocked stock to unrestricted stock. What are all the movement types? Okay, you have got different movement types, okay, for each of these movements. So here you are not physically moving the stock, but it's only logical. Okay, quality inspection stock to blocked stock or quality inspection to unrestricted. So any of these movements are called logical movements. So you have different movement types. Let me show you those things. To start with, you see here, look at here, stock overview. I will just refresh the screen. Rail wheel tire, implant 777P. I have got some stock of 7 pieces in the unrestricted stock at 0001 storage location. I wanted to move 2 pieces into quality inspection. How do I do? Unrestricted to quality inspection. Look at here. Same transaction, MB1B, movement, transfer posting. Okay. This is not plant to plant, neither storage location to storage location, neither material to material. This is called stock type to stock type. Okay. I have got QI to unrestricted. I do not have the unrestricted to QI. For that, you see here, I should go with reverse transfer posting, stock to stock, QI to unrestricted. That means what? Reversal of QI to unrestricted is nothing but unrestricted to QI. Movement type D22. Okay. So here, look at here. there are 7 pieces here. I wanted to move 2 pieces from 0001 storage location of stock type unrestricted to quality inspection. Right? I'll just go ahead. Material, this one, quantity of 2. That's it. Okay. If I go and save it, because there is no physical movement of the material, there will not be any accounting document, but the stock will be moved from this stock type to this stock type. Refresh it. You would see 5 here, you would see 2 here. Okay. So like this, I'll just add the movement types over here. Quality inspection to unrestricted is 321. Unrestricted to quality inspection is, UR to quality inspection is 322. Okay. Next. Let's say I've got 2 pieces in the QA here. I wanted to send it to block stock because one of the material cannot be reworked, so therefore I have to keep it into block stock. You will have block here. You see, for example, 1 piece I wanted to move it to block stock. You see here, movement, transfer posting, stock to stock, QA to block. Do you have QA to block? It's not there. Means what? You have to go with reversal transfer posting, stock type to stock type. Okay. Here, QA to block. Where do you see? Block to QA is nothing but QA to block. Movement type 350. Okay. So from here, give the material number, quantity of 1. If you just go with it, save it. Now, if you come back and refresh the stock overview, 1 piece will be moved from QA to the block stock. Look at here. I'll just hit enter or the save. Now you see under QA there is 1. If you go towards the end, under block stock you will have 1 more piece. You getting my point? So here QI to block stock. What is the movement type? 350. This one is 349. Okay. Similarly, from unrestricted stock also you can put it into blocked stock. Unrestricted to blocked stock. You see here, quality, movement type, transfer posting, stock to stock. Okay. Blocked to unrestricted. If you go with it, you would have 343. Unrestricted to blocked is reversal. Reversal, blocked to unrestricted, which is 344. Okay. Right from, by looking at the material itself, you came to know that there is, the material is not good. Okay. You save it. Okay. So 343, 344. 344 is unrestricted to block, isn't it? As you can see here, 344 is block to block to unrestricted is 343. Okay, this is 343. Unrestricted to block is 344. So you just go here, you specify the thing here, and here this is 343. Just please carry out all these activities. It's the same transaction, so therefore I am not doing this. You guys can carry out this one. Okay, so here I will add this one. Oops, Control Z. Let me put it over somewhere here. Okay, so this is all about transfer posting. Okay, any questions on transfer posting? There is only one thing which is pending, that is called material to material transfer posting. Let me tell you, when do we use material to material transfer posting? For example, we take the same example that is appearing on the screen. Okay, the cost of old wine will be much more than the cost of new wine, right? Similarly, I mean, when do you do this one is something like, for example, crude oil, if you process it, you will get a diesel, you will get a petrol plus kerosene, blah blah blah. Right? So if a material loses its original properties and acquires new properties when it is processed over a period of time, you go for material to material transfer. Okay, so let me give you definition once again. If a material loses its original properties and acquires new properties when it is processed over a period of time, like I said, crude to diesel, crude to petrol, or crude to kerosene, right? So if you want to convert it, if you want to transfer it, you can do so, but there is a prerequisite. Prerequisite for material to material movement transfer or movement or transfer is the original material and the target material shall have same base unit of measure. Only then this material to material movement is possible. If if any of these two materials, the unit of measure, the base unit of measure, if it is different, you cannot post this material to material transfer posting. Okay, like you see the example here. Assume there is a wine bottle, okay, which is been manufactured some 10 years ago. Currently it is old wine having a price of XYZ. After 5 years this wine becomes further old, and then you will have a better price than the current rate. Okay, but again, wine is a wine, so therefore it is to be measured in the unit of, I don't know how it is measured, to be honest with you, but maybe bottle is one unit of measure, or it could be liter. Okay, so in such cases we go for material to material movement transfer. The movement type is 309. Okay, this is called material to material transfer posting. How do you go? Same way. Inter-transfer posting. Here you use 309, or you go with transfer posting material to material. Movement type is 309. Okay, from plant storage location, you can give it this way. Okay, so what is the receiving plant? You can either do the same, or you can give a different one. Okay, receiving material. What is the issuing material? Rear wheel tire. Assume it this one and your front wheel tire both have. Okay, assume it rear wheel tire and your front wheel tire. If they both have same unit of measure, you can perform this. Okay, this is just a hypothetical example I am taking. Okay, if front wheel tire and rear wheel tire both will have same unit of measure, I can still execute this one here. What does it say? Deficit of stored quantity. Okay, there is no stock available. Okay, if that is the case, I use a different one. Okay. You see here, same rear wheel tire. Okay, rear wheel tire from the plant 77C, storage location 0001. Now, if both rear wheel tire and front wheel tire, if they have same unit of measure, I can go and process it. In this case, what happens at plant 77C? Is this the rear wheel tire? Which we have it in the stock overview. It's a rear wheel tire. You see here, currently currently 77C, okay, the storage location 0001, I have got 53. So if I remove 53 here and 3 will be added over here at the receiving end. Is it receiving? It's the same end. Okay, receiving end, receiving end, it's the same. So therefore, if I just go and give me a moment, MMBE, I'll show the front wheel tire stock also. So if I go and hit enter here, remove the storage location, hit enter. Okay, so currently the front wheel tires stock available at my 77C is 20. Okay, 6. Okay, now you see here I go and save it. So therefore at this plant 77C0001, the quantity of rear wheel will be reduced by 3. Okay, so at this location it will be reduced by, rear wheel will be reduced by 3. Okay, now you see here it's reduced by 3. Previously it is 53, now it is 50. Now if you look into the front wheel stock, it's at this moment it's 8. Okay, now you see here at 0001 storage location 6, total quantity is 8. Now it becomes 8 plus 3. See here, I have added 3 quantities, so therefore 6 plus 3, 9, which is added at the plant level, that is 11. You getting my point? So this is what we call it as material to material transfer posting. The basic primary prerequisite for this is both unit of measures for the issuing material and the receiving material should be same. If it is same, you can perform this kind of activity. Otherwise, you can skip this. Okay, so this is all about the material to material transfer posting, and this is all about the transfer postings. Any questions here?
Venkat, if you look at a client, do they do all those things? Different kinds of transfer. I've not seen it in my client.
Yes, sir. There is a possibility, but whether they are doing it or not, depending upon their business requirement, that is quite possible. And
from our functional point of view, we should be aware of how we.
Correct. From the functional point of view, if there is any business scenario which comes out saying that I wanted to transfer a quantity of material from one material to other material to a different material, if this is possible, yes, it is possible. That's a standard scenario available in inventory management.
Moreover, we can also restrict the movement height to specific individuals, isn't it? Based on roles.
Yeah, role based also you can do this. Whether role based means this MB1B with material to material, movement type 309. Can this be given to each and everybody, or can it be given to a specific person? You can, yes, definitely restrict it. Further, you need to identify an authorization object, assign that authorization object to the user, and therefore this authorization object checks which movement type he is allowed to, and which movement type is not allowed. Okay, so
one minute, sir.
చెప్పండి.
అన్రిస్ట్రిక్ట్ క్వాలిటీ ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ డైరెక్ట్ గా చేసుకోకూడదు.
సారీ అండి, అన్రిస్ట్రిక్టెడ్ టు క్వాలిటీ ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ చేసుకోకూడదా?
డైరెక్ట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేసుకోకూడదు.
ఎందుకు చేసుకోకూడదు అంటే చేసుకోవచ్చు, అదే కదా చెప్పింది మీకు. చూడండి మీరు ఆప్షన్స్, అన్రిస్ట్రిక్టెడ్ టు క్వాలిటీ 322, క్వాలిటీ టు అన్రిస్ట్రిక్టెడ్ 321. మీకు ఎలా కావాలంటే అలా. ఇది there is no restriction at all, depending upon how you do at your plant or storage location. Accordingly, you can choose any of these 6 movements.
అంటే బ్లాక్ క్వాలిటీ ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ చేశారు కదా.
అవునండి.
అంత చేసుకోవాల్సిన అది పైన ఇంపాక్ట్ దాంట్లో ఉన్నా
ఇంపాక్ట్ ఏమి ఉండదండి. ఎందుకంటే These are all your own stock types, and at plant level there is no quantity change. When there is no quantity change, there is not any stock value impact. It means there is no financial impact at your plant level. When there is no financial impact at your plant level, there is no accounting document. So therefore no accounting postings take place. Is that the question answered? Hello? సునోరా గారు వినిపిస్తానండి?
చెప్పండి సార్.
అదే మీ క్వశ్చన్
వినిపిస్తుందండి.
ఈజ్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్ ఆన్సర్?
యాక్చువల్గా మేము అది క్వాలిటీ ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ అండర్షీట్ క్వాలిటీ ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ డైరెక్ట్ చేస్తుంటాము. జస్ట్ బ్లాక్ టు క్వాలిటీ ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ మార్చారు కదా, అందులో ఏమన్నా డిస్క్రిపెన్సీస్ అలాంటివి ఉంటే ఈ రూట్ లో వెళ్తామా అని ఆలోచిస్తున్నాను.
వెళ్ళొచ్చండి. అంటే అది అదే చెప్తున్నాను, మీ బిజినెస్ ప్రాసెస్ ఎలా డిమాండ్ చేస్తే సిస్టమ్ ని అలా మనం కాన్ఫిగర్ చేయాలి. అంతేకాని ఎస్ఏపి లో ఏదో ఇచ్చాడని చెప్పేసి ఎస్ఏపి వాడి ప్రకారం బిజినెస్ వెళ్ళదండి ఎక్కడా కూడా. బిజినెస్ కి ఎట్లా కావాలో ఎస్ఏపిని అలా మౌల్డ్ చేసి వాళ్ళకి ఇవ్వాలి మనం.
ఓకే సార్.
Right. Any other questions? Well, if you have no questions, I wanted to stop it here because I've got a meeting at 12 o'clock, so I need to leave immediately. We will complete the inventory management by tomorrow and day after. The physical inventory will take 2 classes. One is the normal process. Second one, there is something called cyclic inventory. So we require 2 more days to complete the physical inventory. So by end of Saturday, we will complete the physical inventory. All right then.